Hi there. As a functional medicine health coach specializing in brain health, I love to talk about how the brain functions and how we can strengthen it. But today, I'm going to take a different approach. I want to talk about cognition and grace. Cognition has many, many definitions, and I'd like to read to you one of the simple ones. The process when the wheels of thinking are in motion, the results achieved through perception, knowledge, and reasoning. And certainly cognition is an incredible human ability. We have learned to build skyscrapers, put a man on the moon. We have learned to do organ transplants and to split an atom. But cognition has limitations, and I want to share my experience in learning one of those limitations. In 1999, my church was offering a workshop on the work of Marshall Rosenberg. He had recently written a book called Nonviolent Communication, The Language of Life. It was a 4-week workshop, and each Wednesday we went to the church, and I read the book, and I even joined the practice group that continued to meet. And for the next 6 months, I tried to learn nonviolent communication, the language of compassion. I finally quit. I gave up. I couldn't do it. I didn't know how to be compassionate because it's not something that we do. It's something that we are, and I didn't know how. I put the book on my top 10 shelf of my favorite books, my top 10 favorite books. And every once in a while, I would pull it down and sadly read all the underlined places and the highlights. God works in our life in strange ways. On May 7th, 2008, the tragedy of my husband's addiction brought me to 12 steps. And I'd like to share my favorite reading. This is from The Language of Letting Go by Melody Beatty. February 1st, it's on step 2. We are not in a do-it-yourself program. We do not have to exert willpower to change. We do not have to force our recovery to make it happen. We do not have to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps, just so we believe there's a higher power, greater than ourselves, one who will get the job done in our life. This power will do for us what our greatest and most diligent efforts cannot accomplish. Our higher power will restore us to a sane and beneficial life. All we do is believe. And today I want to tell you that no matter how far you have fallen, no matter how hopeless you may feel, grace is always, always a possibility because it is in us right here in our heart. With the help of my 12-step sponsor, with the help of my higher power, with the help of the women who supported me in my 12-step group, with my experiences and my teammates in the Pathways core training in Dallas, Texas, I made the longest journey, the hardest journey, the 13 inches between my brain and my heart in July 2009. Today, I still attend weekly 12-step meetings. And I also lead secular meditations, mindfulness-based stress reduction, and heart-based meditation. Why do I do both? Well, they're very complementary approaches. Let me read you the list of some of the topics we both cover. Acceptance, awareness, balance, honesty, listening, but listening by leaning in to understand, to take in another person's world, detaching, letting go, facing our darker side, stopping the panic and the PTSD for me, patience, dealing with feelings, self-care, and forgiveness. Both approaches strengthen the quality of my life. Both approaches deepen my connection to my higher power. Both feel so good. Both of them nourish and create a space for grace. As a dancer, I learned that if I wanted to be the best dancer I could be, I needed to listen carefully to what my instructors had to say. And I needed to observe closely what the dancers that were better than me were doing and what the dancers who were not successful, why they were not doing it well. And there was something else that I needed to do. I needed to create time for me to be and explore within myself. And that is what meditation provides me. It gives me that time with myself. If this is something you might want to explore, I offer the 8-week mindfulness-based stress reduction course for free on Zoom, beginning the first Wednesday after Labor Day and in mid-January again. I also lead a free weekly secular meditation. All are at 5:30 Central Daylight Time. My Zoom number is 201-862-2308. I'm Diana Liz, founder of Rejuvenating Lifestyle for Mind, Body, Health, and Happiness, wishing you a life of flourishing.